Hi, my name is Isaac Kersey, and my experience attending my virtual academy was the second to the best experience that I've ever experienced in my life. Just as far as doing something that I know is going to take me to greater heights in the future, I was always coming home from work just, doing my work and being able to really focus and not really have a lot of distractions around me and kind of working at my own pace. I really appreciated the experience that I got to go through with my virtual academy. And for the future, I do want to start making content like on YouTube and like just expand my expand my skills, the skills that I've learned from my virtual academy and the social skills that I have and like other skills that I have. I just want to put it all into like content creation. And of course I'm going to work in the future. Of course I'm going to, work jobs and stuff like that, but my long-term goal is content creation. And then eventually I want to start making businesses on top of that as well. So um yeah, it's a long road ahead. But I did it thanks to you guys. And I want to say thank you again for the experience. I can't thank you guys enough. It was the best.
Hello, my name is Jenna. I first got introduced to my virtual academy when I was in my second semester of freshman year. My brother was in the program at the time and had told me about it after I gave up completely on in-person school. My mental health was taking over my life, and I could barely get by at school without my teachers telling me that I was falling extremely behind. I told myself that there was no reason to graduate as I would fail anyway. I found that my teachers weren't helping in the way that I wanted to be helped, and they weren't teaching in the way that I needed to learn. Shortly after, I got accepted into my virtual academy, and my perspective completely changed. My teachers were always there when needed, and I have never felt closer to my teachers than I did with this program. They will always push you and treat you with the greatest respect and give you the confidence that you need. I was even confident enough to get a job because of how underwhelming this schooling program was, and I really appreciate it. I'm still at the same job and will continue to work as my virtual academy graduate.
My
Thank
name
you.
is Juan Casas, Juancasas. I'm 17 years old, and I just recently graduated from my virtual academy. Now, for the last year and a half, I can say that my virtual academy has been a very, very, very positive experience. Now, let me just say some stuff about my virtual academy. Now, one of the things I like about my virtual academy is that, it's very stress free. There's no anxiety levels at all. Because, in a normal class full of 30 other people, it can be very stressful. Your anxiety levels can go up, and you don't want that. You just want to pay attention to the lesson and teacher and just graduate on time. And sometimes, that can hold you back. But during my virtual academy, it's just you and the work. And that could be a very good, experience environment too. Plus, my virtual academy, you can work on your own schedule, which I like about that a lot. Because you can work during the day, the afternoon, the night, the morning too. You can work on your kitchen table, your bedroom, anywhere. So that could be a positive experience. Another thing I like about my virtual academy is that the teachers, I like them a lot actually. They can help you a lot with work. They always text you and email you about work like every week or at least a couple days, of the week, and they make sure you need help or not. And if you do need help, the teachers can lead you to another teacher who specific in that specific subject who can help you a lot. And it's just very easy, very stress free experience of my virtual academy. Now for the future, I'm going down two routes after a long break, but I'm either going to look for some colleges, make sure which one's the best for me, or I think I'm probably going down this route. It's either work at the hospital with my mom when I turn 18, and yeah, I just think that's the plan. So thank you.
My name is Miranda Christensen, and I just recently graduated from the My Virtual Academy program. This program provided me with the best senior experience I could have asked for. It was super simple to navigate. I was able to complete my assignments at my own pace, which in turn allowed me to graduate early and provided me with very supportive mentors and teachers. One of my favorite aspects of this program was the fact that I could complete my assignments at my own pace, whereas in my in-person school, I always felt like I was waiting for others to complete the assignment before we moved on. I would be waiting days, it felt like. But with this, I was able to complete the assignments at my own pace. I graduated early, and now I'm starting a new job at the Munson operating room because I was able to work at my own pace. Another advantage of this program was that there is no drama. It's very simple, very straightforward, no unnecessary assignments. However, my plans for the future do not involve medicine. I plan on going into law, a career with law. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I've always admired the work of police officers, detectives, and lawyers. It was only recently when my uncle entered the police academy that I realized that I did want a career in law. I am unsure what I would like to do specifically, as all of it is intriguing to me, but I plan to figure out what I would like to do in the realm of law in the next few years. But currently, I am leaning towards being a detective or a private investigator.
Good evening. I'm Lawrence Massey, the Student Engagement Manager for My Virtual Academy and Step Up. I'm happy to welcome our graduates, proud parents, friends, school district officials, and My Virtual Academy staff to our 2025 graduation ceremony. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to introduce Aaron Brown, the Director of School Partnerships. Aaron.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. At this time, we'd like to recognize the superintendents of our My Virtual Academy and Step Up partnering school districts.
Congratulations to the graduates of the Buchanan Virtual Academy and the Buchanan Step Up program. Your hard work and dedication as students has served you well and helped you with this amazing accomplishment. We are so proud of what you achieved, and we cannot wait to see what the future has in store for you. Congratulations again, and go Bucks.
Hello, I am Terry Green, Director of Borough Virtual Academy. I'd like to say congratulations to this year's graduates of Borough Virtual Academy and the Step Up program. Your hard work has brought you to the accomplishment of earning your high school diploma. By choosing the option to go virtual, you've also shown a determination and resourcefulness that best fits your path to graduation. We at Borough Virtual Academy are proud of what you have done and have great confidence in your continued success moving forward. To the class of 2025, congratulations.
You did it, you did it, you graduated. Hi, Superintendent Lindsay Newton here from Galesburg Augusta Community Schools. Just wanted to give you an air high five. You nailed it. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Stephen McGee, and I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the City of Harper Woods School District. Prior to coming here this morning, I had to think about the ingredients of a successful class of 2025. What would that be? And it's really a short list. Faith in God, love family, character, morals, an educational foundation that will yield you a financial future. But you have to remember that in the context of all of that, that you have to be a servant, that you stand tallest when you stoop down to help others. And all the success that you will garner in life, please make sure that you're supporting others in your household, in your community, and therefore within the context of the world. Your success is really rooted in what you do and how you do it. Never make excuses. They're monuments of nothing. They build bridges that lead to nowhere, and people that use them are incompetent. I know that you will be successful, but I want to make sure that within your success that you serve as well. Thank you for your time, your consideration, and also thank you for choosing the City of Harper Woods School District.
Lake Huron virtual and hybrid school graduates. Earning a high school diploma is a great accomplishment that takes hard work and dedication. You should be very proud of yourself and appreciative of the people who supported you along the way. This is the end of your high school career, but the beginning of what comes next. Your chosen path is up to you. Michelle Obama said it well. Becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. I see it instead as forward motion, a means of evolving, a way to reach continuously toward a better self. The journey doesn't end. I wish you well on your journey ahead. Congratulations, graduates.
It is my honor now to introduce Mrs. Renee Weaver-Wright, the president of My Virtual Academy and Step Up. Mrs. Weaver-Wright.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. What an amazing accomplishment you have achieved. I'm proud to speak to you on behalf of our staff who are all so very proud of you and what you have accomplished. Getting your high school diploma has been a journey for you, and I hope you're excited to have reached this milestone in your life, one of many milestones that you will achieve. Take a little while to savor what you have accomplished, but then it's time to get going on to the next step in your life. I love listening to Beyonce sing and watching her perform. For almost 30 years, since before you were born, she's been a musical giant, constantly reinventing herself. She was one of the first artists to ever use social media. She responds to trends and has always married business with creative decision-making. She's been willing to take risks, but her mantra is to be excellent. Now, what are your dreams for the future? You're at a pivotal point in your life where you can take that next step to make your dream a reality. For many of you, at some point in your life, you will work at jobs that don't even exist now. Isn't that crazy to think? But whatever you do, remember Queen Bee and strive to be excellent. William Johnson is credited with this quote that says it all about making your dream a reality. If it is to be, it is up to me. 10 little words, 20 letters and 1 comma, but it really says it all about who's responsible to make a difference in your life. You. Again, on behalf of all of our staff, school districts, and community partners, congratulations. Enjoy this moment and remember, be excellent, and if it is to be, it is up to you.
And now I would like to introduce Mrs. Elizabeth Dietz, the Director of Pupil Accounting and the Step Up Program. Beth?
We have a special tradition at My Virtual Academy and Step Up, the My Virtual Academy and Step Up Clap Out. It's where our staff says well done to each graduate for their hard work and achievement. Our staff is ready to celebrate with you at this time. Take it away, My Virtual Academy and Step Up staff.
Congratulations.
Tony Curitan is our next speaker who has some very important information for each of our graduates. Tony?
Hello, my name is Tony Curitan, and I'm the Student Success Coordinator for my Virtual Academy and Step Up program. Today is your day of celebration. You are celebrating the achievement of getting your high school diploma. To reward you for all your hard work, as well as assist you in your future education, I'm here to inform you that as a graduate from our program, you are eligible to receive our $500 Enroll Succeed Scholarship. The Enroll Succeed Scholarship can be used at any college, university, or state licensed technical school or training program. To redeem your scholarship, you need to enroll in school, fill out and send me your completed scholarship application along with a copy of your class schedule and copy of your tuition statement. Once I receive these documents, your scholarship application will be processed. Processing does take 4 weeks to complete, and your scholarship check will then be mailed to your school. If you have any questions, you will find my contact information located on the bottom of the scholarship application. Please feel free to reach out with your questions. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Graduates, now is the time you've been waiting for. We will begin our introduction of the class of 2025.
We'd like to thank you for joining us today and celebrating our class of 2025. Graduates, as a final task, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side, signifying your status as a graduate. We wish all our graduates the best of luck in all their future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2025.